Okay, friends, today we are going to go over again the pronouns I and me. We use I and me when we're referring to ourselves. I comes at the beginning of the sentence in the subject, and me comes at the end of the sentence in the predicate. Now, when you add another person with I and me, the other person comes first. Okay, so before we get really started, I want to make sure you have grammar page 2.7.2, naming yourself last, and a pencil. If you don't have these, please go get them. You can pause the video. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about I and me. When you use I and me with another person in the sentence, you're going to come, the I or the me, which is referring to you, you'll be last. So let's go ahead and look at my chart on my computer. Naming yourself last. You name yourself last when you talk about yourself and another person. When you and another person are in the subject of the sentence, like this, Carol and I play with a kitten, use the word I and it comes last. Carol will come first, or whatever name you have here, right? When you and another person are in the predicate of the sentence, use the object pronoun me. So here we have Dad helps John and me. So we have another person, so that person comes first, and you, referring to you with me, you come last. Carol and I, Carol comes first, and you come last, right? So no matter where you're at, this is the formula that we're going to focus on. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over this chart next that we have here, and then we'll do some practicing, okay? Name yourself last when you talk about yourself and others. Use the pronoun I in the subject of the sentence. Use the object case pronoun me in the predicate. So here they have it. They have the correct side wording on this side and the not correct wording on this side. So correct. Diana and I walk to school. So Diana is first and then I is last. Incorrect. I and Diana walk to school. So they have the two words mixed up, right? The next one, remember, it comes at the end of the sentence, so we use me. They played with Tomas and me. That's correct. They played with me and Tomas. Now, I want you to remember that you, no matter which pronoun you're using, I or me, will come last. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this pair of sentences. The first pair of sentences. I and Sam watch the puppies. Is that correct? Or is it Sam and I watch the puppies? Yeah, it's Sam and I watch the puppies because I comes last. Here I comes first. Remember, we're not doing that. I comes last. Okay, now let's look at these two sentences. Mom took Sally and me to buy dog treats. And the second sentence, Mom took me and Sally to buy dog treats. Which one is correct? That's right, the first one, because Sally comes first and me comes last. Mom took Sally and me to buy dog treats. So you just have to remember when you are working with pronouns I and me and another person that the I and the me comes last. All right, let's go ahead and go back to our paper and we're going to do number 1 and 2 correctly, okay? So here's the first set, the directions that we're going to do, right? Circle the correct word to complete each sentence. All right, let's read. Han and I see the birds. Or is it Han and me see the birds? Well, remember that see is our verb. So it can't be me because that's coming at the end, so it has to be I. So we're going to circle the correct word. So we're going to Han and I, or Han and I see the birds. Okay, that's correct. Now let's look at this one. Dad took Tia and I to the movies, or Dad took Tia and me to the movies. Now remember, the verb is here, right? Took. So this is the predicate. Which word do we use in the predicate? We use me. So Tia and, whoops, wrong one. Tia and me. So we will circle that one. All right, does that make sense? Let's do one more together. Okay, number 3. Amy and I went to the store, or Amy and me went to the store. Well, look, here's the verb went. That's where we divide it. There's the subject, and it should be I in the subject. So Amy and I, remembering that I comes last. Okay, friends, your job is now to complete 4 and 5 together. Let me help you a little bit by showing you where the verb is. So the verb is the beginning of our predicate. So there's made, and my sister reads. That's the beginning of the predicate. So that should be helpful for you. Okay, good luck.